It helped out in every way. I really appreciate that. D.O.D is in the building. Wow, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. So much debt and are so broke that men are actually out here on the first date asking them, how much debt do you have? How much student loan debt do you have built up? Because I don't think that I want to deal with you if you're going to be bringing me down. And we already know that a lot of those women that have a lot of debt are going to be anticipating and expecting men to help them clean up their mess. The very mess, I may add, that they try to shame and ridicule the men about and with. Let me explain. Not too long ago, the women were out here bragging and boasting, rubbing it in the men's faces about how much more educated they were, how much more degreed up they were, how much of a boss babe and a boss chick they were, to the point of which, you need not to even talk to me because I'm too good for you. I'm too good for you, plumber. I'm too good for you, truck driver. I'm too good for you, whatever. Fill in the blank. Because after all, I went to school.
As many non-black students as there are black men. Howard is just 19% black men. There's an array of reasons why this is happening, but the number one thing sociologists point to is something they call the belief gap, that a lot of young black men don't believe that they can or should be able to handle college intellectually or financially. Guys, college is a critical part of gaining the intellectual skills you need to get into the middle class. Black women have known for years and years that they need degrees to overcome racism and misogyny and get as far as they can in life. And they have become the most educated demographic in the country. But leaving black men out of that trend means a lot of potential wealth that could go into the black community won't go into the black community, because people who could have become middle-class professionals and intellectuals will not be able to make that leap.
I want to pause for the cause right here because he said a couple things that I want to highlight because, again, language matters. So there is a discussion going on right now where men are asserting that boys need affirmative action. That's what they're asserting. When you use words like left out, because he said leaving black men out of that, ain't nobody leaving black men out. When you say leaving out, it implies that someone is stopping black men or hindering black men's process for college. No one is leaving black men out. No one. The men tried to warn y'all. They said, look, if you're going to be going to these schools, racking on all of this debt, at least get into some kind of career field that's going to yield you a good return on that investment. But not only did y'all ladies not do that, y'all are not even working in those said career fields that you even went to school for at all. Crying shame. Let's get into it. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
And the bottom of my casket will have a file cabinet for all these student loans to rest in heavenly peace. That's how much I owe in student loans. Much money.
Ooh.
I owe in student loans. Now, let me provide you with some additional information, since I know that this video is going to go viral because people are cruel and a lot of people are going to be ready to attack me in the comments and judge me and do whatever they got to do to feel good about themselves.
Oh, please. Okay? I hate when y'all do this. Y'all do silly stuff that, once again, people try to warn you about. And then when everything comes crumbling and tumbling down, now y'all some haters, and now y'all just trying to make yourselves feel good about putting me down. How is that the case, ma'am? When a lot of these men actually told you not to do this. You know, like, it's just a I told you so moment. It's not a case or an instance of them trying to shame you and put you down. It's like, look, this is the bed you have to lay in now. Deal with it. Because, again, I tried to warn you. Okay, so we're not going to do that, ladies. Take accountability for y'all's actions. Y'all wanted to be boss chicks and boss babes, and now you have boss chick and boss babe debt. men, again, don't want to deal with you. They don't want to touch you. As a matter of fact, a lot of the men out there have actually paid off their debts. Let's get into those clips.
When I say being debt-free is really like the cheat code to life, hear me out for a second. So, I became debt-free about 6-7 years ago. And when I say my life changed so much for the better, you will not understand. I'm talking, I'm coming from a guy, I ain't got no student loan debt. I ain't got no car payments, no credit cards, no nothing. And I still use credit cards, don't get me wrong, but I make sure that balance is paid off every single month. I don't have nothing carrying over at all. Nothing feels better when you receive your paycheck and you realize literally all the money is yours. Of course, you got like mortgage payments, like rent, utilities, and all that and stuff of that nature. But other than that, the whole check is yours, man. You ain't got to put $500 to a car, $400 to a student loan. So I'm just saying, use this year to lock in and really just become debt-free and really set yourself free financially. Because once you have no debt, realize you can travel more, you can invest more in your hobbies, you can really just do what you want for real. I'm saying you're always gonna have responsibilities and hiccups in the road, emergencies, and that's where emergency funds come. But that's gonna be a whole other video. But I'm just saying, lock in, pay off that debt, man. You're gonna thank yourself later.
To enjoy the freedom of waking up every single month and having the freedom of saying, you know what, I don't owe anybody. I just owe my mortgage. Yeah. I love getting into my car and I have no car note. I love going to the mailbox and excited to go to my mailbox because there may be a check in there, not a bill.
No bills.